Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and in today's video I just wanted to walk you through the process I use for painting the center caps on the wheel hubs of my truck. So if you look at my Brink Fang wheels, you got the center plastic section, and right here this little center section actually pops out. So this is a two-piece hub. So what we're going to do is remove this guy, and then we're going to replace these factory Brink center caps with some painted ones. So I painted these a couple days ago. And what I want to do here is just kind of walk you through the process of how I painted it, because I know a lot of folks were interested in that. And then I'll show you how easy it is to swap them out on the wheels. And then while we're at it, since we're going to be adding a darker red to the center of the wheel, I'm going to go ahead and remove the rough country brake caliper covers. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. I just don't want that much red on the wheels. And I kind of prefer the different look of the center red wing, or red center cap on the wheels. So anyway, let's talk through the process I use for painting these guys. So they come black, right? They come just like the wheels that I have, or just like the center caps I have on the wheels right now. The process is super simple, but like all painting, it's all about the prep, not necessarily the actual painting itself. So this is really a four-step process. First step was to sand everything down. You want to give the paint a nice surface to bite into. After I sanded it with some 3M Scotch Brite pads, these are super helpful for applications like this because there's a lot of small little nooks and crannies. The sponge-like effect of this thing allows you to get into those little corners here. Second thing, after I sanded it, I cleaned everything off with isopropyl alcohol. I'm almost low on this one. I've been using this for pretty much every project lately. But isopropyl alcohol is really nice in terms of cleaning everything off. Then I went ahead and added some primer here. So I use this primer. This is the same primer that I use on the front emblems, and it's holding up super well. So I figure why not use it again. This is kind of a universal bonding primer. I don't know what the difference is between this and any of the other ones. I just had this and I used it on the emblems. It's working out great. So I figure I'll use it again on the center hubs. And then the last but the most important coat was the top coat. So I did a little research because I wanted the center caps to actually match the interior trim on my Rebel, so that like brushed metal red look. And I couldn't find a paint code, but I saw a few people on the forums a while back post about this kind of paint. So this is Duplicolor's Metalspecks Specialty Coating, and this is the Metalspecks Retro Red paint. And after coating everything with this guy, it actually matches pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and open up that door. You can see it is an almost spot-on match. Obviously everything's at different angles, but I really like how it turned out. And this is far enough away from the trim that, you know, it doesn't need to be a perfect match is basically what I'm trying to say, but it does match excellent. So if you are going to paint anything else and try to match this red trim on your Rebel, I definitely recommend this paint. It worked out really well. It was super easy to lay. So Duplicolor Metalspecks in Metalspecks Retro Red paint, and I think you can get this on Amazon. I picked it up at O'Reilly's. I think it was like 22 bucks. So it's not cheap paint, but you can see it turned out really well. So anyway, here is the center caps, the final product. Like I said, sanded it, cleaned it, primed it, painted it. As far as painting with this stuff, I ultimately did 3 coats. You do 2 light coats, wait 10 minutes in between, and then that last coat is kind of a medium wet coat. Again, don't be trigger happy with the spray paint. Spray paint can bleed real fast, especially this top coat stuff. It's a little bit thinner and it has tendencies to run if you get a little bit crazy with it. But 2 light coats, let everything flash dry in 10 minutes, and then go back over with the next coat. And then the final coat is that medium coat. And again, same thing. Make sure you're hitting it from all angles. Anyway, sand, clean, prime, paint. Final product. Everything works out awesome. So now what I'm gonna do here is just go wheel by wheel, jack the truck up, pull it off. I know I could pull the center caps off if I leave them on the truck, but again, since I wanted to remove the caliper covers here, I want to pull everything off. That way I can clean everything too. So let's go ahead and get these wheels pulled off, get the new center caps popped in there, and take a look at how everything looks. All right, so I figure I should show you how easy it is to pop out these center caps. So basically all we're going to do is flip the wheel over face down on top of that carpet, and then we're just going to push on the center of the wheel hub cover, because if we push on that, it'll pop everything out. And we do it on a rug, so it has a nice soft landing. So let's drop that guy down. So here's the back of the hub. Just go ahead and boom, it's out. So now all we gotta do is pop in the red one and we're good. All right, had to take a small break there and head over and coach my son's hockey team, but we are back. Wheels are completely installed, everything's torqued down, and those new painted center caps look great on the wheels. So again, just overview of what I did. I removed the rough country brake caliper covers and went ahead and installed the new Brink center caps that I painted, that retro metal red color from Duplicolor, which matches the interior accent trims inside the rubble itself. So there's the front wheel and the rear wheel. They look great. It's a nice touch of red to break up the black of the wheel, but it's also kind of cool because that red matches the taillight nicely. So it kind of keeps the color red flowing through the truck without overdoing it. But speaking of red, so here's all the brake caliper covers, and I have bad news for these guys. The paint is failing on every one of them. So you can see at the bottom of the ridge there, you got some paint that's peeling there. It's all bubbling right here. Here's the other front brake caliper cover. It's peeling as well. Here's the rears. This one's the worst one. Lots of bubbling and paint failing. And here is the last one, also failing, and then it's also failing on the inside. So major bummer, because I really did like these. I mean, for 180 bucks, it really dresses up your calipers, and these got pretty big calipers on them as it is. So is a big brake kit really necessary? Not so much, but I like these. But the only reason I took them off is because I was going to run those red wheel rings on the center of the wheel, and I just didn't want to have two different colors red going on in that area. So pulled them off thinking that I could sell them. Unfortunately, I don't feel right selling something that's failed like this. Good news is they're 9 months old, and I think they have a limited lifetime warranty. So I'm going to go ahead and give Rough Country a ring tomorrow morning and see what their options are here. I don't have any plans on throwing these back on the truck, so if I do get another set, maybe I'll give them away to somebody or whatnot. Like I said, I don't need them. Not planning on installing them back on the truck, or maybe I get them and paint them a different color or whatnot. But anyway, that's how I painted the wheel center rings on my Brink Fang wheels. If you have plastic center caps or any other thing that you're wanting to paint and you're trying to match that rubble interior, that retro metal Duplicolor color is awesome. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. Got some awesome videos coming up. Stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully you subscribe. Thanks. Bye.